Horses watch us more closely than we think. They memorize our footsteps, the rhythm of our breathing, the tremble in our hands. They know when we come to them with calm, and when we come with chaos, hidden behind a smile. They feel the intentions that even we try to hide. Imagine walking toward a horse with a carrot in your hand, and that horse is already deciding whether you are a friend or a liar, because to a horse, trust is a language spoken without words. They can read what we mean before we ever act. And today, science has finally caught up to what horses have known for centuries. They understand us, not just our actions, our goals, our emotions, our intentions. They can predict what we will do next and decide whether our hearts are worth believing in. If that idea feels impossible, stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you will change how you look at horses forever. This revelation didn't come from a Disney movie dream or a myth told in barns. It came from a scientist who refused to underestimate the mind of a horse. Her name is Dr. Leah Lansade, a researcher from the French Horse and Riding Institute. And like any good story, it began with curiosity. She wondered, do horses understand what we intend to do? Not just what we physically show them, but what we mean and feel. Could a horse, for example, tell the difference between someone teasing them and someone genuinely trying to help them but struggling? Could they judge a human's purpose and respond based on that judgment? She created a study that would push this question into the spotlight. 21 calm, trained riding horses participated in her experiment. Each one placed behind a clear, transparent divider. Across from them, an unfamiliar human they had never met before, no bond, no trust history, no training cues, just instinct and observation. And in front of the horses, something simple, something tempting, something that reveals truth, thin slices of carrots. In the first scenario, the human walked up, showed the carrot, let the horse reach for it, and then pulled it away. Again and again, teasing, taunting, never intending to give the treat. The horses reached once, twice, then paused. Their ears shifted sideways. Their eyes turned away. They withdrew attention entirely, a behavior experts call giving up, because they understood. This human is not here to be kind. Within seconds, they identified deception. Then came scenario 2. The same setup, same delicious carrot. But this time, the human genuinely tried to offer it through the divider, yet couldn't. They twisted their arm, tried different angles, frustrated, but trying. And now, the horses waited. Soft noses pressed to the barrier, eyes, hopeful ears, pointed with expectation. They showed patience because they recognized intent was real, even when success wasn't. Scenario 3 looked similar, but this time, the human kept dropping the carrot. Not teasing, not hiding, just clumsy, awkward, but genuine. And the horses waited again, even touched the window to encourage the attempt. They believed help was coming because they felt the human wanted to help. Think about that. Horses can tell the difference between carelessness and cruelty, between a mistake and manipulation. They are not reacting to the result. They are reacting to the reason behind it. And that means, listen carefully, horses are evaluating our motives when a human has no intention of kindness. The horse disconnects. When a human shows effort, even if imperfect, the horse stays with them. Isn't that more intelligent and more emotional than we ever gave them credit for? In every barn across the world, someone has said, "That horse doesn't like me. He's stubborn. She's ignoring me." But maybe the horse just sees the truth in us. Maybe the horse isn't the one failing the relationship. Maybe we are. Landsade's study proved something profound. Horses are not reacting machines. They are social thinkers. They build trust through patterns, consistency, honesty. They don't waste time hoping for people who show them empty promises. A horse doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be authentic. Because horses evolved as prey animals, every decision meant life or death. They learned to detect danger before danger speaks. They see intention sharper than instinct. If your heartbeat changes, they feel it. If your breath hesitates, they know it. If your mind wavers, they react. This is why a nervous rider makes a nervous horse. This is why a confident rider creates a confident horse. This is why a liar creates a horse that refuses to trust. Your energy becomes their emotion. Your purpose shapes their behavior. Your intention becomes their decision. And this is what makes the horse-human relationship one of the purest bonds in the world. When you approach a horse, they scan you for honesty. They predict your next step. They decide whether you are worthy of their heart. Imagine that responsibility. So the next time you come to a horse and you ask for connection, understand what they are asking in return. Show me the truth. Because a horse gives trust only to those who deserve it. Their loyalty is earned slowly, quietly, through small gestures. A breath released, a hand lowered, a moment of patience. They don't care about trophies or titles. They don't care about how expensive your saddle is. They don't care about your skill or your bragging rights. All they care about is the promise you make with your actions. Do you mean peace, or do you mean control? Do you offer compassion, or command obedience? Are you here to connect or to conquer? A horse will know before you do. A horse will judge the intentions you try to hide. And that is why, when a horse chooses to trust you, you should feel honored, because a horse chooses trust only when it feels safe. It chooses loyalty only when it feels love. It chooses you only when you choose kindness first. And science has now confirmed what horse lovers always believed deep down. Horses understand us, not with logic, but with truth. So stand beside a horse and listen. Not with your ears, with your heart. Give them the honesty they deserve. Show them effort, even if clumsy. Show them intention, even if imperfect. Because to a horse, perfection means nothing, but sincerity means everything. They read your silence. They feel your fear. They know when you care, and they know when you don't. A horse may not speak, but it understands the language of humanity better than we do ourselves. If we honor that bond, we unlock a connection stronger than words, built not on command, but trust, not on force, but understanding, not on dominance, but respect. And the most beautiful truth of all, when a horse finally sees your heart, it will offer you theirs.